Good evening, welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Marc, I am your storyteller for the evening. We are playing Kult Divinity Lost again tonight, if I can get myself centered in my camera. We were... hey Jeff. We were wanting to play another scenario, but we're meant to be playing Masks, so yeah. In 2 weeks, Masks is back, and we'll get to the Atrocity Exhibition next year. Only 3 of us tonight, so Michelle and Tim will introduce themselves and then we'll get started. So, Michelle, since I see you on the left.
Hello.
Who are you playing?
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to introduce me. Should I talk about my character or me?
How many games have you been playing? Go on, talk about your character.
I'm very tired. My name's Michelle. I'm going to be playing Maxine Bacon. She is a influencer in the world of trutherism, or as anybody else would call it, conspiracy theories. But I would like to point out that she is not like weirdly connected to Nazis or kind of evil. This is happy, silly conspiracy theorist from like the 90s, from like the X-Files or something. You know, that's the vibe.
You do realize this is Kult.
Yeah, so that's okay. That's absolutely fine.
We've established on this channel already that I do not understand what Cult is about, and I underestimate how dark and horrible it is. So let's do this. I'm going to ruin the mood.
And you, Tim.
I am Tim. I am playing Devlin Yegg. He is a journalist for dealing with occult and supernatural issues. He writes stories on weird theories of conspiracy about ghosts are influencing people, or aliens are things like that. But yeah, he's also into conspiracy theories, but his is more along the supernatural line than the government. And he makes claims that he was experimented on and probed and all sorts of things by these weird doctors and aliens. So
he doesn't remember. So it's a normal day. You got a message last night, Maxine, from Devlin, saying about he had some news for you, something that he had to share with you and didn't want to do it over the phone. You know, usual paranoid bullshit. As you're getting ready to get out, you hear a knock at the door.
I grab a baseball bat that I keep by my desk, and I hold that behind me as I peep through the looky hole in the door to see who it is.
You see someone you recognise. You've never actually met her, but you recognise her. She's short, so petite, classically attractive. Makeup is expertly done. She's wearing clothes that are the height of fashion for the moment. You followed her on Instagram and TikTok, wherever you follow these things. And she's knocking on your door.
What do I know about her?
Her name is Tiffany Reader. She is an influencer. Gets along, as always, going with the rich and famous, always on the out of the best places,
so she's like a mainstream influencer,
yes.
Millions of followers type.
Yes.
Okay. Maxine is the kind of person that follows people on these websites from an alt through a virtual computer, going through 2 VPNs and everything else. So she opens the door a bit, but there's a chain there being like, what are you doing here?
Maxine Bacon.
How do you know? I mean, maybe. I mean, no.
Please let me in, darling. I wish to discuss your up-and-coming channel.
What?
I've decided to branch out, and I'm wanting to invest in some smaller creators.
Okay. Come on in, Tiffany. I unlock the door, but I'm going to keep the baseball bat behind me all the way through this conversation.
I know, as you open the door, you remember when you were younger, so not much younger, you were a big fan of Tiffany's. It just comes into your head. You were a massive fan of her. You're sure you've actually met her before, maybe she just doesn't remember you. You failed your repressed memories roll, so fuck you.
I didn't mean to fail it.
Yeah. You'll pay for it anyway.
Okay. I'm going to remember that, but I'm going to maintain my vigilance because this is not something that happens every day, and also she might be one of them. You know, one of them.
Oh, yeah.
The ill-defined them that I have been obsessed with trying to uncover.
Steps into your apartment. What does the apartment look like?
Oh, it's awful. It's not an apartment. It's a bedsit. There's a computer in the corner. There's got loads of wires coming out of it. There's clothes everywhere. All of them dirty. The clothes that she is wearing, like, her skirt is, like, the hem of her skirt is frayed to almost to a horrible extent. She's wearing a t-shirt of a band from a tour. The band on the tour band t-shirt is from a band that broke up like 8 years before. Her makeup was last done like 2 days ago, and she didn't even bother wiping it off. She's a mess. She's a shut-in reclusive mess. There's just loads of like McDonald's containers everywhere. It's horrible. It's a horrible place.
What's the band?
The band is 100 Reasons. They were a real band, by the way.
I know they were.
They did, but they got back together recently, so it doesn't quite work. But screw it. I'm going with it.
Sorry, we're in the past, don't worry. Could have said Idlewild. Sorry, going down memory lane now.
100 Reasons were one of the best bands ever that nobody liked enough, and it makes me angry to this day. I'm sorry, continue.
She steps over some of your dirty clothes. Maxine, please have a seat, darling.
You first.
Yeah, sit here, and she points to your bed that has a corner with no clothes on it.
Sure.
Sits down. Her skirt is a mini skirt, and she sits very demurely. The jacket is kind of like furry and fluffy. She smells absolutely gorgeous. Tim just disappeared.
It's them. They got him.
God damn him. She smells it.
I'm here. I'm talking with someone.
Yeah. That's what they would say. Anyway, this is going differently than expected. Please, dear, I would like you to relax.
I'm relaxed.
At this point, I am going to use one of the moves which I am allowed to make on you. And she makes a move called Influence. And immediately you do feel relaxed. This is someone you can trust. This is someone who maybe even knows about it. You're sure when you remember watching her, you've grown out of watching her now, but you think maybe back when she started, maybe she knew about these things too.
I sit down and drop the baseball bat and just say, you know, don't you? You know about them.
She smiles and nods. And just for anyone watching, I did not fucking think that is an actual hard move that they get to make. I'm not just taking away agency. She smiles.
We wouldn't have known.
I know that, but I want people to know. I don't want to think I'm just taking the fucking agency for the players. That sucks, man. I wouldn't do that. Except to you, Tim. Yes, I do know. We are at a very important moment, Maxine. You might have noticed you're beginning to gain more followers.
I like to think of it more that more people are waking up.
Exactly. And your friend, Devlin Yegg?
You know Devlin.
I know of him. How much of a friend is he to you? Nope, Michelle disappeared. Alex is playing a VR game. Michelle's disappearing. Kat has a puppy that's moving about. I'm narrating here. That's what narrators do.
Oh no, I'm seeing.
She's not on
Michelle.
the overlay.
Yeah, that's it. I see.
Give me 2
Can you
seconds,
hear her, Marc?
please. I can't hear her now. Nope, she's
Okay,
gone from things as well. Anyway,
yeah,
I hope you're doing well.
Hey, Michelle, just hit refresh or F5. I see you. I know you're there. Mark's not seeing you. Just refresh the page.
Yeah, refresh the page, please, because you're gone from me. Anyway, Devlin, you are waiting. What's the coffee shop like you're sitting at?
It's a small one. Very few people actually come into it because it's on in a back alley side street area. But
Hello.
It's public.
Welcome back. I'll get back to you in a second.
And it's just a smaller bookshop style one, but very few people.
You can smell the books in it. You know, as maybe they don't make as many sales as they might like. But the atmosphere is good. You get to work here, you get your laptop out, they let you use the Wi-Fi. Some interesting books as well. You're watching as the people come and go. I want you to roll. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, let me find my character sheet. Where the hell it is?
I want you to roll magical intuition for me, please.
I rolled an 11, which is a partial success. Or success with complication. I have to remember to let outside people know.
You can choose one to ask when we come back to you, but for the moment, you feel...
And it's usually for a creature, so can I assume this is for the store, or is it maybe patron, or what am I
Let me explain and you'll know. Give me a second.
Shut up, Tim.
You feel it. You feel the... It's like a shiver running down your spine. Someone walking over your grave, except you know that's not what it is. It's as if everything, the side of your vision, everything just kind of shimmers for a second. And you know that reality has become thinner. Maxine,
the last thing I heard you say was Tiffany asking me about Devlin, and I was in the middle of explaining that.
I don't know why it dropped you from my side completely, but yes, please explain.
Well, I see him as somewhat of a colleague. We're different. He believes that everything that's going on is related to paranormal nonsense, whereas I believe that the truth is very human.
It is. The truth is extremely human, and that's why Devlin might be in danger.
He's in danger.
That is the information that I have come into. You're going to meet him today, aren't you?
How do you know that?
As you said, these things are very human, but there are two sides to it. There are those that wish to harm, and those that wish to help. I am on the side.
You're part of it?
Not quite. I fight against it.
But you have enough access to know who I talk to on the phone.
No, I don't. I got wind of someone who is watching Devlin was their communications were caught.
Oh shit.
We didn't see anything about you or Devlin directly. We don't spy on people. What we do is keep an eye on those agents that wish harm upon us.
Gotta say, Tiffany, you've got millions of followers and you could have been talking about this to millions and waking up so many people. Why didn't you?
Unfortunately, dear, millions of people doesn't equate to power. I tried.
Yeah,
when I was younger, I tried.
Most of them are just sheep. They call me crazy. She stands up and knocks off a load of like McDonald's cartons off the side. Hasn't shouted 2 days, so BO just radios towards Tiffany, just says, "They call me crazy, Tiffany. That's what they call me."
Tiffany does not flinch. I see. You're not crazy. We know. You and I both know you're not crazy. You can't see the things that we've seen. And you get another memory. People in suits carrying files about. You don't know, it looks like it was at your school, but all the children look afraid. You can't see the things that we have seen and not wake up. But your friend Devlin has... I don't know what information he has for you. That wasn't part of what I was told, but there are some who want to stop him. And these people can be dangerous. You're going to meet him. Stay with him. Keep him safe. They won't do anything if you're there. They don't want everyone to find out. No matter where he goes, you have to go with him.
All right. How can I reach out to you if something goes wrong? Are you on? Are you? Oh wait, give me a second. Are you on T-Spy?
She opens up her phone and you hear your phone message. You have a new follower. Now you can DM me.
Much prefer to use T-Spy.
That is T-Spy.
All right. Okay. Wow. You're more rad than you appear, Tiffany.
Well, we all wear the faces we must.
Yeah. Yours seems to be paying you very well.
And I use that to help others. And I will be helping you.
Only sponsors I can get are for erection pills.
They have their place. And she looks at her watch. Now, I know you need to meet him now. I must be away. We don't want anyone to see.
All right.
In case they're watching you too.
I'll go meet Devlin. Stay in touch, Tiffany.
Good luck mixing. And she gets up, daintily walks across the room and out the door.
For a little bit, Maxine just goes, like, mouse herself. Fuck. And she grabs a bag, puts a knife in the bag, throws her heavily modified android HTC Hero phone from 8 years ago into the handbag and dashes out the door to go meet Devlin.
And Devlin, you feel the illusion shake. Reality seems thin. And the bell goes as the door opens and Maxine walks in.
Does the feeling increase, go away, change in any way, shape, or form? Okay.
No, it's just the same it's been gathered. It's just you feel that it's weak. That didn't seem to come with Maxine entering. It started a few moments before.
No, I'm just anything when she entered. Did anything change? No. Okay.
No.
So
I spot Devlin and just go, Devlin!
he reaches over, waves. Maxine, over here.
What did I tell you about using my name in public? Oh, wait, I'm a streamer. That makes no sense. Blah, rewind, backtrack, sit down.
And he just stares at you while you do this whole rendition in front of him.
Devlin, I've been told something from a very reliable source. You're in danger. You're being watched and listened to.
Really? Who told you this? And he's looking around, very suspicious now. Anybody looking at him?
I don't know if it's my place to say, but I don't think she would necessarily mind either. Oh, I forgot what her last name was. Sorry, Mark.
Reader. Tiffany Reader.
Tiffany Reader. She's one of us.
I've heard the name before. Oh, yeah, that's why I recognize the name. I don't usually try to spend too much time watching other people's stuff because that's how they can track you. You know that.
What did I tell you? Just use Tor.
What is that? That's that onion thing you were talking about, right?
Yeah, but like it's the dark web. It's the. Forget it. We've done this conversation too many times. It's yeah. She uses her influencer money to help with the fight, and she told me that her associates of hers were following some others, and they knew that we were meeting, and she told me to stay with you because you're in danger.
Oh, well, there's one thing. Oh, you knew we were meeting, yet you didn't take a shower. Oh, Dan, sit over there, please.
Your life was in danger. I'm a woman of action. I act.
Yeah, I get it. But look around. Is there anybody here right now? Let me tell you what I found.
Someone comes to the table. Can I take your order?
Just black coffee, 2 sugars. Americano,
Fanta.
if you have to use that fancy name that you guys hear.
Sorry, a Fanta, did you say, dear?
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Would you like anything to eat?
At this point, Maxine has realized she hasn't eaten in like 2 days. What do you have that I can eat that costs 87 pence?
I got you covered, Max.
In that case, steak sandwich.
Sure, and something for you, sir?
Her fries.
You see,
But no, just the coffee, and I don't know what I've been studying, but yeah, go ahead.
Give me observe a situation, please.
One or both of us?
Both of you can.
Where is that one? Observe a sit.
I have keen-eyed.
Yeah,
I
so you
rolled a
get
12.
an extra question if you. You see, just for a second, a split second, her face changes. The eyes, for a moment, are gone. The face is completely smooth. But you still have the feeling that it's smiling.
Okay. This is the waiter.
Yes.
Having... Oh, let's go ahead.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
can ask your
No,
question.
you go. You ask your questions first. I got 3 of them, so you go. I need to
Okay.
pick mine.
I still have my magical intuition question that
Yes,
was
you do.
earlier.
Yes.
Okay. Learn something about the creature's true nature.
It's a human.
Okay. Then let me read the questions now. Go ahead, Michelle. As I read the questions, I can follow up with too.
Okay, my first question is, what is being hidden from me?
This place isn't what's been hidden from you. Here's the thing: because you don't believe in the supernatural, that's a bit more difficult. There are more people here than you can see.
If that comes up as a thing, Mark, just like say the thing, say the answer, and Maxine will convert that into the truth. So that would be on me, if that makes sense. If that makes it easier for you. And that's kind of what she would do. She would see something paranormal, maybe, and then be like, oh no, that's them. This is just their poisoning of me through the coffee.
Radio waves.
Yeah, radio waves or something. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, there's more people than I can see. Okay, so the next question is, what should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout for? Danger. Potential dangers.
And my keen-eyed question. Oh, I misread it. Whenever you observe a situation, you may choose from these questions in addition to the ones normally acquired.
You can ask anyway.
Oh, well, thank you. Next time I'll limit it to 2. What weaknesses do they have I can use to my advantage?
They don't know that you are suspicious. Devlin, coming back to you, you've also got a question to ask. But something else to the magical nature. I said it's human, and it is, but you know that it's been touched by something else.
All right. My question I have for my move for observe the situation will be, what currently possesses the biggest threat in the room area?
The room.
The room itself?
The room itself.
He closes his laptop, starts shuffling his papers neatly, calmly, because he was just informed he's being watched, and he feels stuff. Well, maybe we should go someplace else for a while, Maxine, and I have some information, maybe buy you a change of clothes?
Whatever, we need to leave now.
Agreed. Well, here. I just ordered my coffee, but I guess that can wait. Never mind on the coffee, he yells out.
Don't attract any unwanted attention. Let's just calmly leave.
Are you sure, dear?
Yep.
I can make it ready to go if you want.
No, I think we're fine. My companion.
No, we have to go. We're late for a wedding.
Oh, okay. I guess we're late for a wedding.
Well, I hope the bride and groom have a lovely time. Or the bride and bride. I'm not one of those fuddy-duddies. And she smiles, and again, Devlin, you see that face with no face, and you can feel the smile. Just a
Did you see
second.
that? Did you see that, Max? Her face just went blank.
Did I see
Like,
the virtue
nothing.
signaling nonsense? Yes, I did.
You saw her face just go smooth over?
Well,
Like there was no face?
what do you mean no face?
It
She
was
had
just
a
like,
face.
no, she didn't. Not for a second there, it was gone. Never mind.
We have to get out of here. This room is bad.
I haven't been taking my meds like they tell me. It's
Good.
them trying.
Don't.
They're trying to.
It's
They're trying to
insulin, for
control
fuck's
us.
sake. Good, don't. Oh, fuck.
Don't take the meds. That's how they get you. Do you want to be another smooth brain sitting there playing Fortnite or whatever like the rest of these sheep?
Hey, don't knock Fortnite.
And they.
I'm not knocking Fortnite. Maxine is because she's not well, Mark. To all the people out there,
I forget that we're role playing.
she's
Terrible.
objectively wrong about Fortnite.
Is she? No. Devlin is going to make his way towards the door then. I'll be seeing you probably tomorrow. So have a good day.
No problem, Dan. I'll keep that sandwich for you for tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
The daylight, so the sun is streaming through the door as you open it. You open, you hear the tinkling of the bell, you take the step outside, and it's raining, and it's dark. I want you both to roll Keep It Together, please.
This is going to go well.
Yeah, Mr. Broken.
This is
I
not fucking
failed.
right. We both failed.
Okay.
We both rolled the same.
You both rolled both fair, so you're both sixes.
Less
Okay,
than an
you
eye.
choose to incur powerless in the threat's presence, panic with no control of your actions, suffer emotional trauma. I'm saying you're both going to suffer emotional trauma. Maxine, you think must have spiked your drink. Devlin, they're after you, they're here. They've done something, they've taken you away from where you were. Maybe they're wanting you back to experiment on you again.
This is what I get for drinking Fanta. Fuck.
You didn't actually get the Fanta.
We didn't.
And what?
Yeah,
Then how did they think? How do I
That's
think
just what. Well, how else would you rationalise it?
Just ordering the Fanta spiked me. They must have injected me when I wasn't looking with those ultra thin needles. It was
What are
sunny.
you going on? What are you going on about? They've taken a source of crap somewhere. What did they? They must have had it. They did this to me before, and when they experimented on me, there was a time skip.
The rain smells strange to both of you.
Looking around, does it look like it's the street we entered in?
No.
I'd like to pull out my phone and start streaming.
You play out your phone. It's kind of a glitch when you first bring it out. And the camera opens up. Where are you streaming to?
I am streaming through a website that is the kind of place you go to when you get banned from Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Called Pooba.
Poober. You get
So
the
I
same.
open up.
One viewer, 2 viewers, 3.
So I got a. Hello, Truth Seekers. I got something really, really strange is going on. I think that they're onto me, and I want to document this just in case this is one of my last broadcasts. This is something she says at the beginning of every stream she ever does. As you can see, we were just inside a cafeteria, and it was sunny, and we just stepped out, and there's this weird smelling rain going on, and I believe that I've just been drugged with something.
Don't show my face as he keeps putting his hands. They'll know where I am then.
No, it's okay. I sent you all of this encryption stuff on how to encrypt your location and everything else from the networks and everything else. and you just never
I
use
don't
any
want
of
him
it.
showing my face. I mean, can you take it out while you're shooting?
Fine, whatever. I'm sorry, Truth Seekers, I'm here with a Luddite. So, yeah, I'll keep you up to date as everything goes on. And she's going to keep streaming all the way through this game for as long as humanly possible, because that is what she does. But yeah,
so that it clips onto your jacket or something, so you don't need to hold it in your hand the whole time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. She's got, like, a thing to do that with.
And as you're arguing, you feel the sun on your face. The bookshop's behind you. There's cars on the street. You hear a siren in the distance.
That was weird. He's looking around very edgy. He's obviously very shaken right now. We got to get someplace safe, someplace out of here, away from here. Dude, I need to figure this out. Hurry, come on! I'll come back to my place. I know where it is.
Okay.
It's not too far. And he's going to attempt to head towards his apartment.
All right. On the way, I say to my followers, like, I'll be right back, people. Stay seeking the truth. And I log off so not to reveal Devlin's location.
How long does it take you to get there, Devlin? To get you double back and things like that. Try and make sure no one's following you.
Oh yeah, he's backtracking, going through buildings in the front door, out the back door, things like that. He's done this before. But he only really lived maybe a mile from the place. It was technically probably about a 15 to 20 minute walk, but it took about 45 minutes to almost an hour.
And all that time, neither of you see anything too suspicious, but Maxine, that's suspicious in and of itself. Obviously, they're too good at hiding. Devlin, you still have the feeling that reality isn't... It's not like, I mean, you don't want to seem crazy in front of Maxine, but, you know, you want to be the same one here.
They're still, I know they're still watching us. They're still here. I can feel them. It's like the walls between the realities are thinned. Can you feel it?
I'm not feeling anything about the size or shape of reality, Devlin. I'm just afraid of the actual real human beings that clearly just drugged us and are following us and are following our every move.
What's your apartment building like, Devlin?
It's an apartment complex, probably about 4 stories tall. He lives on the first floor for Europeans, not the ground floor.
So, you make your way up. Mabel, an old woman who always tries to talk to you, you get the feeling she doesn't have anyone else, sees you and waves. Are you making one of your, have you got a friend coming over? Oh, I don't see you with too many friends, Devlin. Do you want me to get you some biscuits or something?
Back off, sheep.
Hey, Maxine, behave.
You see her, she looks absolutely shocked and she grips at her.
I'm sorry, she's a little unstable at times. She needs a good night's sleep and some rest. You just go about your business and just forget you ever saw us.
She puts her hand on your arm and you hear her say something in a language you don't understand. But then it just seems like she said, "You look after yourself, hun." And she goes back in, giving Maxine the stink eye.
Maxine, come on, please. These are my neighbors. I have to live here a little bit. Not a recluse like you, but come on, let's get you in the apartment. We got to figure this out. Who's following us? When you get to his apartment, there's like 4 locks on the door. And he has keys. He's just as paranoid as Maxine when it comes to things. And as he goes in, he says, "Be careful." And then he turns around and he pushes an alarm code. They had hooked up so it would, all right, come on in. Windows are blocked over. Our curtains are drawn and stuff like that. It's really dark in there. Flips the light on.
And when you flip the light,
it's immaculate usually.
You see a being with dark, So wings that seem to be losing their feathers. There's no face. The body is pale white down to the elbows, and then the hands are pitch black, like onyx black. Looks like it could be stone, but they're moving. And the face tilts as you enter.
Oh, he ain't entering if he sees
You're
that.
already
He's
in.
just...
You're already. It wasn't when you were in and you put on the light.
Do we both see this, or is it just
You
Devlin?
both see this. I want you to get in roll, keep it together, please.
Damn, he's going to kill me before we even get started.
No, I'm going to break you before we get started. There's a difference.
I was broken.
I'll break you again.
So death is only the beginning. Oh,
Right,
excellent.
That's not bad.
Hey!
So both of you pick one: angry, sad, scared, and to take the menace to stability.
Oh, scared. Scared shitless.
What about you, Maxine?
Because it sounds like fun, I'm going to become obsessed.
With
I assume that was related to obsession, my disadvantage, but if it isn't, then
no, you'd be obsessed with whatever caused the condition, so you'd become obsessed with this figure.
yeah, that sounds right. Okay, I'll just be like, oh my god.
And Devlin starts kind of screaming and whimpering, both, and backing towards the door that is now shut that he can't get out. And he's kind of collapsing to the floor.
The walls
the
have
visual.
dropped away.
The image is gone.
No. The walls have dropped away. The creature is standing, face completely smooth, head tilted. Devlin Yegg. You have been chosen.
No, I don't want to be. No. And continuing to cry and whimper as he's doing it. I'm not going to overload
You feel a
this.
stone cold finger trace down your face, and you feel yourself start to calm.
I'm going to start streaming, if I can.
You flip open your phone, start to stream, no viewers.
Okay, I'm just going to do this for the VOD later and put this on another thing. Look what we're seeing, people. The walls have gone away, and there's a figure with no face and wings talking to us.
Would this be in a time where I could roll Daredevil?
No, because it's not actually a dangerous situation.
Okay.
You feel the stone or the cold fingers on your hand, on your face, sorry, as it tilts your head up, and you feel calmer. Devlin.
I don't want to be chosen.
She will show you how to get revenge. She will show you how to stop them. They will never experiment on another again. The head tilts and looks at you, Maxine. You have been chosen by another, a former friend of my mistress. You may accompany Devlin, if you wish.
Who's your mistress?
You feel that smile again. You must go to her citadel. You must make this choice.
What choice?
The choice will not be yours. You are merely to accompany, to protect, or to destroy. Devlin must make his choice. You see the world differently.
I want to know. I want to know who did this to me and why. So yes, I'll go.
You must walk the path. Your friend Maxine knows how to find ways, although she might not know it yet.
how do I get there?
Start walking. And the creature is gone. You're standing on that rainy road again. There are what looks at first glance like cars on the street, but they don't have any joins or edges. It's not glass, it's not metal. Might seem to ripple at some point. Maybe something sleeping. The buildings around you tower above you. There's no daylight, but it's not nighttime. There's no stars in the sky. The rain eases off. There are people walking around, but none close to you. Maxine, you have one viewer.
I don't know who's watching this, but if you just saw what I saw, I don't know what.
I told you it was real.
This is Maxine Bacon signing off. Keep seeking the truth or whatever. And I turned the stream off and I turned to Devlin and be like, you were right. You were always right.
And I hate being right on this. I was always hoping I wasn't. And I was just mad. But hurry, we should go. We need to find some place to get out of here.
Where is here? Where is that thing put us?
Maxine, your obsession changes your disadvantage. You're now obsessed with that thing.
We have to find more information on what that thing was and what it's wanting us to do. We have to know. We have to find out everything, because I'm going to speak the truth on this. Damn it! I'm going to tell the world the truth about this.
Well, he's looking around. Is any indication of where the citadel might be?
As you look, you turn your head once, twice, 3 times. You see in the distance, massive citadel looks. It's so huge, but you can tell that it's so far away.
I believe that's where we're going. And he points towards it to Maxine.
I would like to go on the dark web on my phone and look up anything I can about the citadel.
Thank you, Melissa. Very kind of you. You both get 1 reroll. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, give me a roll, please.
I'm going to roll access the darknet.
It's a 12.
Yes, a success with complications.
You roll keep it together then, please, as well.
Ha!
But just roll it and then I'll tell you what the stimuli is once we see how you react. You find information on the citadel. There's more than one. And you see, looking at your phone, there's the tiny little screen, you see lots, so many of these citadels. I think there's 12. You see the hills in which they stand, and you see the other hills, 7,777 of them. And you feel something else. You feel like this is your home. But this is something you were never meant to see. You see Tiffany's face in your mind for a second, and you feel a scream, and you panic. You drop your phone, crouch down, you're shivering. Drop your stability by 2, please. Devlin, as Maxine looks this up, maybe she even gets a word out about it that, I don't know, something about there's more than one, but you can only see the one.
There's thousands of them, hundreds of them. I vomit.
It's a big number, I know, I guess, as he's trying to say it.
I love it. He just thinks that, like, she's vomiting and crying because of the number.
Yeah, old Devlin would.
Yeah, he's broken, man, before we even started. So
The wind picks up, and from the direction of the citadel, you smell cotton candy. You smell the candy apples. You smell excitement. You see more people milling around. Maxine's cowering at your feet.
come on, Maxine, let's get up. We got to keep moving. And he's barely any better than her, but we can't stay out here. We can't be out in the open. I know that's dangerous. Devlin gives her a firm slap, but not real hard. You know, firm enough to, startle her. You got to get a grip, Max.
Get a grip. Get a grip.
Yeah. Come on. Focus.
You know all this already. This is new to me. Give me a fucking second.
Take some breaths, but we got to get someplace safe. Right here and crying in the middle of the street, look around you. I don't know who these people are that we see. I don't even know if they're people.
All right, let's go. But I'm going to... Welcome back, Truth Seekers. I'm just going to leave this on around my neck, and you're just going to see everything that I see, because things are getting really fucked up over here.
10 viewers.
I put it on.
Yep.
Zooming out. All right, let's go.
You even have signal with that thing in here?
I always have signal.
That's okay.
I hacked it.
Oh, that's cool.
So this older model HTC Hero had the capability to do a very, very strange exploit that takes advantage of flaws in the network. And it's too complicated to explain.
I agree. So, Curry, and
I'm the one person here who is playing a tech person, who I'm playing with two actual tech people who work in tech. So it's really hard to roleplay and not sound like a blithering idiot. I am learning to code, but I'm at Python, learning Python.
That's what I use for my job.
Yeah, but shut up. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know. I never learned that language. Mine was C# and so forth.
Yeah, C# I know.
.NET.
You get Maxine onto her feet.
Come on, Maxine. We gotta go. At least get into out of the middle of the street and what light there is.
You're right, Devil. Let's just go.
You hear clockwork tick as you walk. And it starts to tick faster, and you start to see the people around you moving faster.
Are any of the people coming towards us, moving away?
They're coming towards you, walking past. At the moment, they're going extremely fast. You can't even see their faces now.
Okay, but they're not coming at us as in a harmful way or anything.
No,
okay.
You're not being attacked.
Then he will continue to avoid them as much as possible and head towards the citadel. it's holding Maxine in one hand, but having his head turned away because it makes, maybe she smells better than this location.
I would like to observe a situation and observe these people and basically give a keen eye to what they're up to.
Okay, you don't need to roll for that because the people seem to be going about their business in a very mechanical way. You don't see that they're actually doing anything.
They're automatons. Definitely, they're automatons. We're surrounded by automatons.
Then the clockwork stops and you hear crying.
Where's the direction of this crying coming from?
There's a doorway off to the side. The pavement is slick with the rain that stopped a while ago. You see bruised and bloodied legs. The scratches, not bloodied as in bleeding, as if they'd fallen over many times. Wearing shorts. You can see more bruises on the arms. And 2 ruined white wings sticking out the side. Face is covered by hands. Their hair filthy, and they're just sobbing.
It's another one of those things.
This is an angel, Devlin. A Malachim.
Mm-hmm.
You've read about them. You know that they're a choir that supposedly went mad.
You shouldn't disturb that thing, Maxine. It's a fallen angel or a broken angel.
But she might know more about the other one. We must know the truth.
They're dangerous. Very. Their knowledge comes with a price. Much like all magic. Much like all power.
The sobbing continues. Just huge heaving sobs into the hands, and you see that not only the wings withered, the arms bloodied, the hands are almost skeletal.
What if we try to help?
Devlin kind of... If you wish to try, I think it should be avoided. I can't take much more of this, and you're barely... It is an angel. You might be right.
With what work we do, we must have tried to develop any source. Truth is too important to ignore every opportunity to get to that truth. And I will approach the terrifying fallen angel and just say, "Can I help you?"
And that's where we will stop for a quick break, and we will be back in 5 minutes. And we are back. If you happen to be watching, we just had a wee break. Maxine was walking up to a crying angel.
Can we help you?
It starts to make a keening noise. And it takes its hands away. And you see a black hole in her face. Somewhere in the distance, as you look into it, you see hands reaching out, fingers. The keening gets louder and louder. It's filling your
back
ears.
Away.
Roll keep it together, please.
Earlier I had rolled magical intuition.
Okay. Does that take into account your minuses, by the way? Because that could be worse. Well, it couldn't really be worse. No, it doesn't. You get minuses for keeping it together, by the way.
Yeah, it should be set up on the character sheet. I mean, I got it minus in the back.
It's in I know, but on the roll, it's not giving it. I think you need to. Yeah. But anyway, that was a failure with an 8. You don't back away.
I said I backed away.
Yeah, but you don't. You drop your stability by 2, and you stare into this gaping maw. And you'd already rolled the magical intuition. We did that. That's where you knew it was the angel.
But I didn't get to ask
The second question. Yes, second question.
Okay. And that was learn something if something okay, we already assumed that. Learn something about the creature's true nature.
It's a Malachim. It's fallen. Not fallen. It went mad when the Demiurge fell. You know they followed an Archon called Tiffereth. You know that something like this is dangerous. It's mad. And it's beautiful. And that's what you're thinking just now, Maxine. Despite the horror of it, there's beauty here. It's the sublime.
I just want to ask one question as a new player
Yes.
of Kult. I'm unhinged. What happens if I'm broken?
I get to have fun.
Is that the end of my character then?
No.
Good.
It's more or less.
Because I'm unhinged.
Oh, you're slightly less than me.
Which is an achievement since you started off at Distressed.
Yeah, Maxine's having a very bad day. So I'm just looking at this gaping hole in the angel's face and being horrified and enthralled, kind of like, I guess, kind of like watching Game of Thrones when it was good. Only more psychologically deep and spiritual and stuff.
This goes on for a moment, and the keening stops, and the head bows, and you're freed. And it's back to the sobbing.
I walk up behind Maxine and pat her on the back. Come on, let's go. I told you to be careful. These things are avoid anything. Use your paranoia that we've been using, that you've been living with against everything here. Maxine, he waves the hand in front of the face.
I think that was Angel for no. And it was so horrible and beautiful, but mostly horrible.
Devlin will give Maxine a slight hug. I know.
This isn't like they are in Angels in America.
I don't believe those are real.
Well, neither did I this morning. Let's go to the citadel and do what the scary angel man says.
Arm around Maxine's shoulder, kind of. Let's go. Come on. And he's not doing much better with a little bit of crying along with her. So.
You make your way down the street. The clockwork has stopped. The people have stopped. But at the moment, neither of you are in a condition to give a shit about it. And you walk, and it's been hours maybe. Every so often, Maxine says something to our viewers. There's now over 100 viewers, Maxine.
And at one point, I'm just like, I'm sponsoring this stream. It's Zbone. Zbone. When the little man lets you down, Zbone will lift you back up. Put the phone back on my chest strap thing.
You both see in the distance you're no closer to the citadel. You don't want to go that way.
Looking for the source of the noise.
Very small man steps out from behind the car. So, do you two get lost?
No,
I'm going to
not
make a move.
loss.
What would you like to do?
I would like to. I mean, I think it's got to be observe a situation again.
Or read a person. Could go as
Read a
well.
person. That's actually the better one. Yeah, that's actually right there. It says right there, read a person. I'm going to do that. Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Oh, a stunning
Ooh,
success.
Bloody hell! I mean, it's minus like 1 billion because right. If it's not taking into account my
Let's
stability,
see. Should it be? I think it's only a minus. Is that
minus
one?
-2. Keep it together. +1. See through the illusion.
No minus there. Just for the
Okay.
disadvantage and the keep it together rules, and a +1
Okay.
to see through illusion. But since you are firmly on the other side of the illusion, you don't need to worry about that. So when you ask these questions, you're not asking the person himself. You're asking me, the GM, to tell you.
Okay.
So you can wait until he's spoken a bit if you want to get an idea of what's going on, and then ask if you'd rather, or you can just ask right away.
Right now, what are you about to do? What do you wish I would do? How could I get you to? Oh, I'm asking. This is asking you, the GM.
Yes.
Yes, that's what you were saying. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll listen for a bit. I'd like to read him.
He's short. I mean, very short, but not childlike. He's got a kind of stubby beard, hair that matted down his head, long and black. No sign of any wings or anything. Leather jacket on. Don't want to go that way. That way will take you nowhere forever.
What do you mean?
Well, the path you're on, if you keep going that way, you will never get there.
And I assume you know a shortcut?
Yeah, shortcut. Just a way that will get you there.
Willing to listen?
Well,
What way?
information is knowledge is money. Or money.
Do you take a debit card?
No.
Why don't use a debit card? They can track everything.
It's not mine.
Devlin, I should always listen to you.
Looks at you. I want your nose.
One of my questions from Read a Person.
Yes?
What are you about to do?
He's trying to make a bargain.
I'm not saying I didn't ask what he is doing. I'm asking what are you about to do?
But that's what he's doing. Is he can't be about to do anything. He's trying to make a bargain. You could haggle with him.
You understand how it doesn't answer the question of
It does.
what are you about to do when you answer with what you're currently doing?
Yes, but
That's not.
no, but what he's going to haggle. He's going to make this deal.
I know he's going to haggle, but
That's what he's going to do.
oh, I get you now. I'm being silly.
Okay.
I'm very tired.
He's not going to attack and try and cut the nose off. No. He's asked for the nose in payment.
Can we talk you down to say a fingernail? A bit of a fingernail.
He looks at you. I look like I was born yesterday. I want
Yes.
the sense of smell. He rubs his nose. Lost mine a while ago.
Why would getting a nose from a person get your sense of smell back? That's not how any of that works.
No, I'd get his sense of smell. He looks at you, Evelyn, and kind of shrugs, but what's she on about?
He's saying his price is a nose, one of ours. No.
I mean, they kind of thinks. I'd rather have your nose, I think. Hers is too petite.
Charming.
I don't think I'm going to give up my nose.
Another one of my questions.
Yes?
My final question. How can I get you to let us out of this without giving up a body part to this weirdo?
Find out what else he wants. He says he lost his sense of smell. Yes, they do smell awful. He said he lost the sense of smell. Maybe he's lost something else or wants something else or...
Okay. I offer. So, how did you lose your sense of smell?
It was a game. There was a lictor. Didn't stay about in Elysium, did he? Decided to come to the city, decided to play a game. I thought it was clever. And I lost it.
How would you like revenge on this person?
You think you can get me revenge on a lictor?
I think we might be able to help with that, with what you really want, because it sounds like you want a lot more than your sense of smell back.
No, sense of smell would be okay. Looks at the two of you.
Is there anything else we might be able to bargain with besides our body parts?
Is there something else you want that we could maybe give you?
Or locate for you?
You could give me maths.
What?
Your
So
mathematics.
maths or math?
Mathematics.
Math.
You don't need it, do you? How often do you use maths in a day?
Way more than you might think.
What do you mean, give you maths?
Your ability, he's asking for your ability to do something, I think is what they're bartering for. Can you actually trade with that, he looks?
I can.
How would you enjoy? How about you enjoy my depression and anxiety?
I've already got a couple of them.
But you can always have more, and think about all of the wonderful, amazing music that was made thanks to those two conditions. Wouldn't you like some more to inspire you to create great works of art, like the entire back catalogue of Sufjan Stevens, or, you know, everything Picasso ever painted?
That band on your t-shirt, I want your memories of them.
100 Reasons?
Yeah. Give me one reason why not, yeah? And he elbows you, Devlin, kind of giggling.
Because when I saw them at Leeds Festival in 2001 and they sang I'll Find You, that was the first time I ever kissed a girl.
Did you like it?
It was alright. I found out I wasn't into women, but also the song was really good and it was a formative moment.
Well, look, I can't stand about here all day. I have things.
Okay, fine. You can take all of my memories of this band if you can help us.
You're recording so you'll remember it again, or try to remember it again.
I'm streaming. Shh. I've got the VOD.
Right, okay. Turn round 3 times. Tap your nose, and then just keep walking the way you were going. See ya. And he turns round and walks off.
I get the feeling that I've given him something that was very significant to me, and yet we got nothing for it in return.
That's kind of a nice shirt you're wearing. What?
Oh, yes, I don't remember where I got it from. I must have got it from a guy's house after a one-night stand or something years ago.
All right. Well, let's try this. And he turns around in circle 3 times and touches his nose the appropriate number of times, and I think we should be good now.
Are you okay, Devlin? That's a very weird thing to assume just by turning around and tapping your nose a bunch.
Why don't you try it?
Devlin, you can gain 1 stability.
In that case, I'm definitely trying it. I'm going to turn around 3 times to tap my nose.
You do it as well. Doesn't feel any different.
Oh, I don't gain any stability back.
Yeah, you can have 1 stability back as well.
You're supposed to say no.
No, I'll let you go back to irrational. I mean, you're unhinged. I'll let you go back to irrational.
We're still in the same group of so it doesn't really change anything.
But now I can make maybe 2 mistakes instead of 1 and not have something horrible happen.
Ah, you're counting them as mistake counters. I like it.
Is that what these are? I don't know. This is my second game of Kult ever, and I didn't read the whole book.
It depends on how you see things. Remember, this is something I came up with while I was trying to make notes and got like 3 lines down, so very much whatever happens, happens.
You're riding without a seatbelt.
Yes. Without a car, one might think. Going 100 miles an hour. The guy's gone.
Continue walking.
You continue walking. You take 1 step. The buildings around you are Victorian. You see people walking around wearing Victorian-era dress. Gas there, the flame and the lights. You hear someone shout something garbled that you think might be about news or something, you're not sure.
I asked them for a newspaper.
Bowser holds out his hand.
I go into my bag and I pull out the 83p that I had earlier and give it to them.
It disappears into the hand and you get a block of stone in its place.
Okay. Thank you.
What are you supposed to do with that?
I don't know, but I'm going to use it to club these fuckers to death if I need to. I'll put it in my bag.
Before you do so, you see on it the words appear and then disappear. Tiffany is unhappy.
Did you see that?
He looks. No?
It just said Tiffany is unhappy. Hello?
Isn't Tiffany, that person you...
Yes. She's clearly one of these angel things. Tiffany, hello, could you hear me? Why are you unhappy? Can I help? Am I doing something wrong?
Stone cracks.
Ah.
I think she's looking for something more entertaining, but I'd rather have a boring adventure to the citadel.
I put the stone fragments in my bag and just say, oh, can't worry about that now. Need to find out what this angel's about. Let's get to the citadel and figure this out.
Devlin, roll enhanced awareness for me, please.
Failure. Illusion tears. I'm already in the illusion.
You are. However,
You may tear it some more.
let me tear it some more. As you take a step, and the city's gone, you're in a jungle. You hear a roar, and you see a cat. A large,
Me or we?
I think both of you. Maxine is to accompany you everywhere that you go. You see this beast. It looks maybe like a tiger, but it has no skin on its face. There's no eyes. There's teeth. There's a tongue hanging out.
What the fuck?
It turns its head to you and roars.
I run,
I'm
dragging
follow
Devlin
her.
with me.
You run?
I don't know if we're running in the right direction. We're supposed to be going towards the citadel. Do you see anything? As he's blocking leaves and trying not to get hit.
Citadel's covered in jungle.
You
There's
can
a...
roll your daredevil now, Devlin.
can I roll avoid harm?
Yes, you can. You used to sustain or partially sustain. No, you are running. You're running. You're trying to get away from this thing, and you come into a bunch of falling trees. All around them, there's little things that look like the monkeys from Wizard of Oz. But again, there's no skin on the faces. They start to surround you, and you hear this tiger coming. Success with complications for the daredevil. What would you like to, as this tiger-like creature is coming up behind you? These monkeys in front of you.
First action will be avoid. Well, he will avoid any attack that comes his way, if that's the case. Second one will be get a jump on the monkeys so he can get past them.
The tiger-like creature lunges for you. You slip out of the way as the vegetation is moist, let's say. Fucking horrible word. And you jump over the tree trunks. Maxine, the tiger slips as well. You see the underneath the skin, it looks like there's maggots. Right across, it turns to you. And each time a paw hits the ground, it feels like there's thunder coming through.
Maxine, help, jump! And he reaches his hand down to her.
Give me another avoid harm, Maxine.
Advantage if I pull her up?
Yes.
Or help?
Yep. Get a +1.
Not enough.
Wait a minute, let's see. That's not the roll, that's the roll from before. You are muted, Media.
The 10 was a roll from before. I just rolled a 6. That's a new
7.
one.
Oh. You jump and you actually get Devlin's hand. You feel a claw, or several claws, rip into your back. Take 1 harm, please. 1 wound.
1 wound.
Serious wound, let's say. As these claws rip into the muscles of your back, ripping through your clothes.
How do I just write it in?
No, just on the second page, just a click.
It just has a clickable thing saying stabilized.
Yeah, add something in there.
Yeah. Claude. There you go.
If you add something in it, it'll automatically.
Oh, I see. I get it now. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I understand that now. In the last game with Monty, he never got wounded at all.
Not even once.
Despite my best efforts to kill him.
He got a much worse end.
Yeah, he did. I'm glad. He's dead. He's never coming back, and I'm never playing a bacon like him ever again.
You're sprawled on the ground. There's horse shit about. There are skeletons of these monkey-like creatures. There's no sign of the tiger.
If you're just joining me, viewers, I just got clawed in the back by a skinless tiger full of maggots.
Over 1,000 viewers.
I pulled her up over the logs.
I just beat my all-time record.
You're in a street.
And I will check Maxine's. It's all right, man. It's just a flesh wound. You should be okay. You got any super glue or maybe something in there? Your bag?
I look in my bag and all it has in it is a broken phone charger and a knife and a 7-year-old lipstick.
Which is now mouldy.
I don't know. I haven't opened it in 7 years.
Well, hopefully it heals fine and doesn't get infected. I tried to clean it up.
have time for that. We've got to find out what this angel is about. And also why Tiffany's upset. I'm pretty sure... Wait. Angels respond to prayers, right? That's how that works.
Not sure if these are those type of angels.
Well, I'm going with all the information I have. In fact, no,
Well,
I've got an idea. I
can
click on
you
my
pray
phone,
and
I'll have to go on
walk?
the dark web and just search, like, real angels and, like, search around all of these conspiracy theory spaces and all of these
Give me a roll.
information sites.
We don't have time for you to stand here and play on your phone.
This is important. Somebody might know something about this in the real web.
You think the web is
Success
real?
with complications. The dark web is the real web. That's where all the action is.
While she is doing that, he's going to be looking around, making sure nothing's coming up on them. Because obviously he isn't going to move her without force, and he's not quite there yet.
Nothing's coming up on you, but you see the buildings decay.
We shouldn't be here too long, otherwise... And he takes her chin and forces her to look at the buildings just coming apart. This could be us if we don't hurry.
All right, let's run towards the citadel. Where is it?
Maxine, first of all, I want you to tell me what it was you were looking for exactly, and then to make a keep it together roll.
I was looking for a how to communicate with real angels, real archons, real every word I know for angel.
What you find is a voice that sounds old and young and terrifying and seductive. Your knees almost buckle. Roll, keep it together.
14.
You will be haunted by this experience at a later time. That's what you're getting for this one.
Oh, I can choose though.
Ah, but I'm telling you what you're getting just now.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah.
Breaking the rules of your own game. Fine, I'll live with the results. I say to Devlin. Oh, sorry.
You just have to ask. And you feel that the sense of disgust and terror and longing all goes into your brain at once, and it just you can't and it's gone. You didn't find anything.
Okay, I like to send a message on the federated, extremely locked down, encrypted social media network that Tiffany added me on, and just message her saying, "Why are you unhappy? Am I doing something wrong? Also, angels are real. Are you an angel? What's going on?"
You hear in the back of your mind, sorry, not in the back of your mind, you hear nails, maybe fake nails, clicking as if being drummed against something. And Devlin, you see, as the buildings begin to decay, the faceless face again in one of the windows.
Is this the faceless image of that angel?
Yeah.
That we saw earlier? Okay.
And you hear, "You must hurry."
Come on, Maxine, we must hurry. See, there's the angel.
Okay, let's go. Let's run. And I start running towards the angel whilst also tapping on my phone to Tiffany, begging her for help and an answer and information and just what the hell is going on.
I'm going to do my best not to let her run into things.
Yeah. You manage to guide her just as as she goes. So one thing you haven't done, you haven't had to think about why you were asked to do something you've not talked about. You know, you've been journeying now for quite a while. What do you remember about being experimented upon?
Mostly that they gave me various. Well, first of all, he was put into the institution after having suffered his family's loss due to events, and he was there seeking help, and they gave him drugs and various things. But then they started giving him drugs and then showing him weird, strange things. His hallucinations, at least what he thinks are questions, sacrifices done in front of him, experiments on others, all sorts of weird stuff, probes, electrodes, this, that, the other thing.
If you were to remember one face from it, what would the face look like?
The doctor who did it all, and that would be older gentleman, white hair, glasses, but always had this smile on him that was way bigger than it should be, and he seemed much happier than what he was doing.
Did he have a name?
Kennedy.
Okay. Dr. Kennedy. I would like you, first of all, to roll, what do you call it? Involuntary medium.
Oh, lovely. A 10. Success with complications.
You suddenly feel the drumming of nails in your head. Not nails, but fingernails. And your mouth opens. And you hear the words, "Don't let anything happen to him." In Tiffany's voice. Do not let him get to the citadel. Tell him Dr. Kennedy will be there. He'll know. And Devlin's face smiles a smile that could not be on his face.
I messaged Tiffany on the phone. Was that you just talking out of my friend's mouth? Please respond with Y to confirm.
You get a 100 emoji.
Come on, we gotta go, Maxine. Quit just staring there with your mouth open. Come on.
I'm now torn between. I'm struggling to figure out what to do because now Maxine is torn between her obsession and protecting Devlin and doing what Tiffany says, and now has completely no idea which way to go. Devlin, I'm just going to tell you the truth of what just happened because you don't seem to be aware of it. I'm going to let you decide what to do because I really, really, really have to go and see what this faceless angel is about and what.
Well, that's what we're doing. Come on, just keep walking. But
Tiffany just spoke through your face without your knowledge, telling me to tell you that we can't go to the Citadel because Dr. Kennedy is there. Who's Dr. Kennedy?
Of that name. A wash of a very frightened face. Where did you hear that name? And he grabs you.
You said it. Well, Tiffany said it through you because Tiffany's some kind of magic angel, and she said through you, I have to protect you and to make sure you don't go to the Citadel, and to tell you that. I guess to stop you wanting to go there.
He's elevated Maxine, so she's probably standing on her tippy toes, if not maybe slightly above the ground because of his anger, fear, whatever you want to call it, has made him a little unusually strong. What did she say about him?
Nothing. She just told me to say that Dr. Kennedy is in the tower, in the Citadel. She doesn't want us to go there. I'm guessing that this is someone that you don't want to see.
The ground begins to rumble as the buildings that were decaying before collapse.
He will set Maxine down, but more of an abrupt just lets her go.
Ah.
Well, then if she's there... He's shaking at this point, you see, Maxine. But that's also where I can get the answers, the angel said, to help in my revenge against him. I'm still going. Screw Tiffany.
Well, Tiffany told me to go with you and stay by your side at all costs, and I did what she said, so, I'm going to follow you. I would like to make a roll. I'd like to make a move, I should say. This is Powered by the Apocalypse. It's all moves.
Moves.
I would like to... I want to try and figure out if there's any reason why I shouldn't trust Tiffany, or if she's one of the baddies. But I'm not entirely sure what role that would work with, because read a person, she's not here to read. I don't want to engage in combat. I don't want to influence other. I don't think act under pressure is the kind of thing.
Well, you could try and look it up on the dark net. But that's been going incredibly well for you every time you've done it.
I've got it. I want to hack her accounts. I want to hack her social media accounts.
Devlin's grabbing her. Come on, we don't have time for you to play on your little toys.
I can do both. I'm running and hacking at the same time.
Wouldn't work. It would need to be darknet.
Well, I can't use hacker.
Not for this.
But I am trying to penetrate a digital network in pursuit of confidential information.
Yes, but because of the nature of it, it's not a simple network.
You're talking to two tech people.
All right, fine. I'll do access to darknet and look for anything about Tiffany and angels and the supernatural and heaven and hell and all of that shit.
Give us a roll.
I'm just imagining Devlin has her by the sleeve of her jacket or whatever she's wearing, pulling her along. She's trailing behind, watching the phone, and he's...
I rolled a 19.
Nice. A 19 is a very, very good roll.
You discover what you're looking for, and you may also choose one option. Okay.
So you both get to safety, let's say. And as Autopoet says, it's a wiki search. It's a Lizzie wiki. There we go.
I searched a wiki.
That's just what Autopoet said. No, you use your skills to access the darknet. And it's not Tor, it's not Onion. You thought it was before your eyes were opened. You thought, but before you thought, you were just getting secrets. You were really good, because you knew hacking. You were able to use to get to things you shouldn't have got to know. But now, as you're using it, your fingers are moving in patterns that aren't words. They're making symbols. They're making. You're tracing ideas onto your phone as you're searching. And you find Tiffany Reader. And you find a picture of her that is two pictures at once. You see this petite, blonde, well-made-up girl sucking on a lollipop, and this massive creature, easily 15 metres tall, broad-shouldered, wounds down, covering its body. Makeup the face down near the crotch, where maybe Tiffany's face could be. There's no genitalia or anything.
So it's Tiffany's face on the crotch of
the makeup.
creature.
No, near where the crotch would be is not actually the crotch.
Right.
But you see this. It's inhuman. The limbs are extended and bent in unnatural ways.
Was it like a demon or something?
You read the word lictor, and you see it has a link to Angel Wiki for Tifereth and Archon. And then you hear a small voice. Miss Bacon. Give me a call.
Who are you?
Someone that can help.
How do I call you?
My number will be on your phone.
I look at my phone and...
There's a number just on the screen. Like, you were already looking at your phone, but
yeah,
you can move your eyes again.
I call the number as I'm running with Devlin. Ring, ring.
Miss Bacon.
What the hell are you calling at this time?
Quiet, Devlin! Hello, hello?
Put me on speakerphone.
Listen, Devlin! I put the phone on speaker.
You've been sent somewhere, Devlin, yeah? And you've been sent to look after him, Maxine.
Yep.
Yeah. Who the hell are you talking to? Don't trust anybody.
You're the angel from Devlin's house.
No, no, no. I am just as human as you are.
So who's your mistress?
She's no longer there. Her citadel should be empty. Some of us try to keep the lights going in case she comes back. You can't trust Tiffany Reader.
What is Tiffany?
She's a lictor. She is one of our jailers. My mistress helped put her there, but now she would want nothing more than to tear her down. I can help. I can help you get Devlin to where he has to be. But there's a price.
What's the price?
Devlin, you can get revenge. You can get the knowledge of what happened. But you'll need to stay at the Citadel. You'll need to take your place there.
I know the truth. Will I be able to return back?
Not as you are now.
Hopefully they'll fix me.
You don't need to be fixed. You need to be freed.
Sure, I want to kill Kennedy. Or at least see him suffer like he's made me.
Devlin, and more than enough to never go home again? To never live again?
I'll be able to watch your podcast.
I mean,
4,000 viewers.
I mean, for a start, it's not a podcast, it's a stream, and we don't have time to go over this again. But, like, you'd be giving up everything to live in this weird place.
I would rather know the truth, as you said. The truth is out there. And this is going to be my truth. I want to know what they did to me and why I can see these things and know these things.
I'll support you in whatever you need to do, because not just because some angels or devils or whatever the fuck's going on told me to, because you're my friend. But please think about this while we approach. And you, person on the phone, what's going to become of me?
I don't know.
Are you one of the good people?
There's no such thing as good people.
But there has to be. There has to be a good and an evil. There's always an evil and a good. And...
Just keep walking. You're coming soon to the labyrinth. Just go straight.
instead of grabbing her Maxine's jacket, he's now holding her hand to pull her along.
Okay, let's go. And as I'm being pulled along, I just say to my streamers, I don't know what's going on, everyone, but this stream is sponsored by Steroid X. Put the phone back on my strap.
Maxine, give me a repressed memories roll, please.
Oh, the right time for this.
Give me a second, because I don't know. You've got a minus there. Let's see.
I've got loads of minuses, probably.
-3 to disadvantage roll. You still succeed, though.
Yep, -3 is in there already.
Is it?
Yeah.
No,
it's a plus -3. It's a plus
-3. Thank you. I'm an idiot. That's
Where
my
did it
old
say-
man eyes not looking.
You just hover over the
it comes up
number.
with all of that stuff.
You flash back to a hospital or a lab or something. You see a young boy strapped onto a gurney. You recognize him. You're very young at this point. Roll keep it together, please. Ooh. So I think you're going to become guilt-ridden here and lose one stability. As you recognise Devlin on this gurney.
Devlin, I'm remembering something. I think I was there when you were taken.
He stops and looks at her. What?
You got to keep walking while I blow your mind. Just keep walking while I do this. I keep remembering things from when I was a child. There were men in suits with files, and they came into my school. And then all I remember is seeing you as a kid strapped to something. I don't know what's going on.
You realise that wasn't a real memory, the one with the files. You realise when you tell him that, you hear the clicking of fingernails as they're wrapping along when you get to that memory. You smell a perfume. Sickly sweet.
What?
The files seem like a fake memory. At least when you think about the... what do you call it? The lab.
Now Michelle is confused.
Tiffany lied to you. She put that in your mind to make you think. For you to agree with her.
He's manipulated your memories.
Right. So me being there with Devlin when he was strapped
That
is
was
real.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, maybe the stuff with the files in the school wasn't real. Maybe that was just Tiffany fucking with my brain. I don't know, because she seems to be some kind of magic demon now. But I was there. I was a kid too, and you were a kid, and you were strapped to a thing. Wait, was I a kid
Yes,
in the
you were
real
a kid.
memory?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I was there. Was I experimented on too? Was I the kid with my parents experimenting on you? I don't know what's happening.
I don't recognize you from then, as he yells as he's walking, or not, as he walks and talks.
You step and there's water up to your ankles. The buildings around you are sleek, metallic. You can't see
Is it
very far
raining?
ahead of you. It's still raining, yes.
It's a closer look at the water or the rain. Is it as it's coming down, how does it feel? He's actually starting to wonder if it's blood because of the smell of the metallic and everything you described earlier.
It has the same consistency, but it's clear. It's see-through. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Is this like God spit or something?
Hey. I'm hoping it's just thick water. I don't want to think of what it could be.
Splash.
We need to get to the citadel. I have to know what this angel is about. I know. I really want to know what the fuck Dr. Kennedy did to me.
You see Devlin in the reflected in the building to your right. Who was all in your family? Your mum, your dad? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I had 2 brothers, 1 sister.
All 5 of them are hanging with their bowels cut open, dripping down. Just the reflection. You turn round and the bodies aren't hanging anywhere. But in the reflection, you see them waving back and forth. Roll keep it together, please.
No.
A 2.
Oh shit!
Minus
That's a 2.
-2 stability, please.
Where are you at now, Tim? I'm
Unhinged.
unhinged again.
Unhinged. You're not unhinged. I am.
We're both one bad thing away from losing it. Okay, let's keep it together.
6,000 viewers.
I
The
just broke
chat
my
is
all-time
scrolling up
record.
by. You don't even see. You can't even read the words that are going.
God, I really should have taken my friend's offer to be a moderator. The chat must be full of all sorts of weird shit.
She'd put it on slow mode. Oh, sorry.
How do you know about slow mode? You didn't even know what the difference is between a stream and a podcast.
I've heard him talk about it when I watch streams.
The rain feels warm now as it hits onto you.
Oh no, what's going to happen now?
The drops are thick. And each step feels like you're going miles. You feel your body's being pulled through. You find yourselves at the feet of a hill. The long winding path going up it in a broken citadel. The lights winking on and off in different colours. It looks kind of gothic, it looks medieval, it looks ultra modern. It's dizzying to look at.
Is it ever shifting or is it just that time? Okay.
Ever shifting. As you walk along the path, lights start to come on, and beneath each light, there's a creature. Different each time. Deformed in some way. You're not sure if they're alive or they're dead. And they whisper, but you don't know what they're saying. You walk. You walk. And you don't know how much time has passed. Could be a second, could be a year. You're not hungry anymore. Maxine, that's completely gone. You're not thirsty. You're not tired. You feel the entire way you've been walking, you've felt something heavy inside of you. Something broken. It feels kind of familiar, Devlin. For you, Maxine, it's something new. You hear a laugh somewhere in the back of your mind. You feel something tickle at your brain. You hear weeping on and off. Each step brings a different feeling. And you reach the massive doors.
Devlin, I think I might be going actually insane.
Welcome to the club.
The doors are now glass and they slide open. And there's a
He
jester.
squeezes your hand as this happens because he was holding it before.
I'm going to pull out my knife.
There's a court jester who does a cartwheel. You're not going mad. Don't be silly. You're going to be saner than you've ever been. Come now, come. Devlin, you are invited. Maxine, you are tolerated. Come. He takes you into a massive room, massive, what do you call it? Hallway or entranceway with white marble dotted with red. This place is not quite finished, or was finished and is now broken. I don't know. Something's changed. This is where the magic happened.
Are you like an angel or a demon?
I'm the jester.
Oh, that makes sense.
Follow me. And he starts doing flips and skidding about and juggling. And at one point it looks like he's juggling human hearts. You hear
What is that creature? Is it human? Is it a creature?
I think it's human. What did you just roll?
Yeah.
It is like the woman in the what do you call it, big shop. It's human, but it's been touched by something else.
Okay.
Can I read a person, or does that only apply to
No, you can read
people?
a person. But Tim, you've got another question, or you can keep it for after, if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to make sure I had some information. There's.
You don't need to. It doesn't need to only be them. If you can think of another question that would fit with this, feel free to ask it.
Later in the scene. Yep.
Okay. Maxine, what would you like to know?
I'd like to read this person a little bit more before I ask my one question with my partial success.
They talk nonsense the whole way. You're walking through what seems like a corridor of offices.
Okay, I'm going to ask my question now. What are you about to do?
Your one question, what are you about to do?
Remember your special feat. It was for extra questions, I believe.
I think that's only for the situation.
Oh, and it isn't a feat in this game.
Yeah, it's not as advantage though. What is he going to do? He is going to make you an offer. Or not you, make Devlin an offer.
Surprise, surprise. A weird thing from another plane of reality is going to make us an offer. There's a pattern emerging.
Unpredictable, sorry.
No, I wasn't thinking about you saying about the nature of the universe we're in.
I'm joking. The offices you're walking by have it's like it's glass fronted. And at first they're empty. Then there's people doing work. Then there's people splayed out, opened up, with things taking out their organs. Them smiling the whole way.
Okay. I'd like to do another move if that's all right.
Yes.
I'd like to observe the situation because the situation appears to be quite fucked.
Okay.
And I would like that confirmed.
As you're walking, the jester now has a suit. It's immaculately tailored. So what would you like to ask?
I would like to ask... Oh wait, where is it? Oh yeah.
I will also be rolling advanced awareness on this place, just to prepare you.
Please do so.
And I can't rip this illusion, but hey, could get fun.
What can I use to my advantage?
That these creatures in the offices belong to this place. And the reason that you could use to your advantage is the stone tablet that you had that is broken burns red hot. And you hear the clicking of the fingernails as something pulls its way out.
Pulls its way out of what?
The stone. And Devlin, you feel fingernails raking at your neck.
I don't
Feel
know
it
how
burning.
How do I use that to my advantage? I don't know what that means.
These creatures belong to this place. The thing that's coming out of your bag does not belong to this place.
I look in my bag and see what's coming out.
It's coming out. They could picture the image that you saw of Tiffany, but the other image, the gigantic, horrifying
The
one.
demonic.
Jester, help! There's my bag. Ah!
Devlin's gonna try to do what he can to get the bag off of her. I'm not sure how slung over, carried like a purse.
This is a really shittily made bag that was bought at like a festival like 20 years ago. One of those cheap, shitty hippie bags that they sell at festivals for too much money.
It tears, the knife and the lipstick fall into the floor as this creature pulls itself out as if it's a bag of holding. One hand on Devlin's neck, lifting him above the ground. Roll endure injury, please.
Hey.
No, Devlin. And Maxine, what are you wanting to do? You asked the jester, who is now wearing a suit.
Would I have the opportunity
I would say
to
to
roll
him,
Daredevil?
Sorry, Devlin?
Daredevil. Would I be able to roll it?
Yes,
Okay.
you can. Maxine, sorry, what did you say?
I was saying, well, something's happening. I think a demon's coming out of my bag.
Roll influence other.
Not good at this.
No, you got a +1. Oh no, you got +0. Fuck.
Yeah, she doesn't get by on her charisma on her streams. She gets by using cheap, psychologically manipulative tricks, mostly.
Which is fair.
Success with complications.
I rolled my advantage for Daredevil. He's going to avoid an attack. And he has one edge left there.
Mm-hmm. So what happens is... Yeah.
Up above, he has, where was that one? Magical Intuition.
Yeah, you've still got one.
Yeah. Learn something about the creature's true nature. In this case, the monster's coming out, the creature coming out.
It's a lictor, follower of Tifereth.
And Tifereth is an angel of...
Is an Archon. The Archon dealing with allure, dealing with the with desires, dealing with power of celebrity, power of the politician who kisses the baby's head and destroys the world as he's doing it.
Typical. The one time I trust an Instagram influencer.
Yep. Has to be. You pull away from this hand.
Yep.
As this creature starts to fully manifest here. Maxine, I'd like you to choose one of demand better compensation. Complications will arise at a future time. She gives in for the moment, but will change her mind or regret. Actually, I don't want you to choose. It can only be the second one. Complications
Okay.
will arise in a future time. Well, what you wanted them to do was stop this creature, yes?
No, all I said was, there seems to be a demon, I think, coming out of my bag.
And
A demon
what did
with
you
2
want them
million
to do with
followers.
that?
Vaguely help?
Yeah, so that's what you're wanting them to do. So that is, there will be a complication from this at a future time.
I don't even know if this isn't a complication now. I have no idea what's going on.
It turns in its suit, still has the jester's makeup on, but the hair's slicked back. Looks like something out of an 80s movie, apart from the makeup.
Hey.
It turns, sees the lictor trying to come out of emerging from the bag. And it looks. No, this is not your place. Go away. And it walks up and flicks the thing on its nose. And it disappears. Back into the burning hole that was your bag.
You just flicked Tiffany. She has 2 million followers.
He looks at you. You brought something into our home.
I didn't know I was bringing that into my home. I thought it was a bunch of rocks that just had words on them.
He boops you on the nose and does a cartwheel. Ignorance is no excuse. Follow me, follow me.
I think it's a good explanation, though, I say as I follow. An explanation that infers a lack of intent. I did not intend to desanctify your home at all.
Maxine, leave your bag and let's go.
Oh, absolutely. No, wait,
There's
hang
no
on.
bag left.
I go back and I pick up my phone
I
and
just figured
my
there's a
knife.
strap
I pick up
hanging.
my lipstick and my knife.
7,700 viewers.
Wait a minute. There's 7,770 citadels.
77. Not citadels. Hills. Hills surrounding the city.
Oh, hells.
Hills.
Hills.
Yes, thank you.
HIL, not
Yes.
HEL.
I say to the phone, hey, say in chat if you're a hill.
Just lots of things scrolling up. It's going too fast for you to see still.
Everyone stop chatting. Stop typing, please, just for 1 second. And just say one word, yes or no, if you are a hill.
Your phone goes so bright with all the yeses. And then lots of laughing emojis.
Michelle, question.
Yeah.
Is a hill what I think it is? Like a hill, like a piece of earth?
Yes. And they're not in your chat. That's just people taking the piss because you asked if they're hills.
I'm sorry. If you've been watching this, you know that there's a lot of weird things going on that I don't entirely understand. I put the phone back. But now no one could ever say that I was fucking crazy. If anything, I was not crazy enough.
I think that's the first thing you said that's truthful in a while. You're not crazy enough, as Devlin is following the jester.
Oh, bite me, Devlin, as I follow.
Feet. Walk. The carpet becomes lush. The offices, one of them is filled with some kind of liquid, and there's creatures swimming inside it. One has someone in a dentist chair strapped down, their mouth kind of held open, and you can hear them moan in pleasure.
That's just wrong and twisted.
Don't kink shame, Devlin. We've gone through hell, but let's not become monsters.
You begin to see jigsaws, puzzles. All of them are broken. There are mazes from children's, children's menus on the back, the mazes, but they're filled with obscene pictures. And as you're walking, it's no longer a corridor, it's no longer a room. It's a mix of light and dark that you're not quite sure which one it is. In front of you, not too far in the distance, there's a man sitting that you recognise, Devlin. Maxine, I would like you to roll repressed memories again.
Okay.
Ooh,
You continue walking.
17.
You don't recognise the man, but it's Dr. Kennedy. He has a pipe in his hand. He's smoking, legs crossed, and he's watching as you come along. Devlin, roll keep it together, please.
Fail, fail, fail. Damn it.
So -1 stability. I hear you're angry.
I am broken.
Oh no.
You have control, Mark.
You are angry and you're broken. Something rips on your back and you feel something begin to grow out of it and pull as you take each step. Your body kind of hunkers down. All you fear is the anger and the fury as this man smiling and smoking his pipe. On each step, it comes out fuller and fuller, and the wings start to emerge in a black, deep onyx black plumage. Rolls up from your back, and you feel your entire body stretch. Another step, and this grinning face in front of you, and another. Maxine, you see what's happening to your friend.
I would like to observe.
First of all, I would like you to roll keep it together.
Makes sense. Success with complications.
Take 1 stability and tell me which one you are. And if you're broken, then yep.
I'm not broken. I am broken. I'm a bit broken now.
You see this. You see your friend turning into something else. You can feel the waves of anger coming off of him. You know this is what was behind everything. This is your obsession has its answer. And you do not feel worthy. You do not feel free. You feel small. Devlin, I'll come back to you in a second. I'm not finished with your brokenness. I'll be back in a second. Devlin, what do you do to Dr. Kennedy?
I'm going to do a little reverse Aussie here, and the bat with the guy with the wings is going to bite the head off the human. So
Pick him up, and the crunch is so satisfying. And you get all of his memories, all of his life, all of his knowledge. And you know that your friend Maxine Bacon is his daughter, who he loved very, very much. And she's behind you. And she is opening up to this world. She feels the madness start to spill into her mind. What do you do?
Devlin has the big smile on his face as he looks at her. And Tim is deciding if he's going to make a plaything of the person he hated the most or be nice to his friend.
Am I able to do anything? Do I know this about my father?
No, your repressed memories are...
Still
you repressed
repressed.
So he was your father.
But you're breaking. You don't understand a word of what he's saying. You feel your mind break into a million pieces. You feel something dark in between them. And you hear a name. And I've forgotten how to fucking say the name. Nymoth, isn't it? The Malkuth's, what do you call it? Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, besides that.
Besides that. Oh man, well, get the fucking book right here, and I'm still fucking up.
We wouldn't have recognized if you screwed it up, but the theorist out there will get you.
But the fact that I'm not, but the thing is, it's stopping the game while I try to remember. I was right, I said fucking Nyamoth. You feel dark fingers covered in dark, thick blood stroke across your mind.
Who is Nyamoth?
It's a death angel. The counterpart to Malkuth.
Who's Malkuth?
Malkuth is whose house you're in. It's her citadel. She created your prison, and she wanted it destroyed. She gave Devlin his wings, and Nyamoth is trying to claim you.
I would like that to not happen. Can I stop it?
Here, burr.
Hi, Klein Evan. Thank you very much for the raid. We are just getting to the end here. Devlin has a choice to make, as we said at the beginning.
Oh, he's staying at Citadel. He likes this power. Oh, and the knowledge that he has.
But the choice is to do with Maxine.
Oh, Maxine.
You see these fingers of darkness tickling along her being. You see her soul. You see everything that she could have been.
She's been good to me, and even though she, the sins of the father shall not be passed on, at least for now. He will try to release her back to the real world. The illusion, excuse me. I'm in the real world.
Then give me, please, roll see through the illusion, so plus soul.
Can I assist in this endeavor, or am I just...
At the moment, you will get a choice.
Natural 20.
Oh, bloody hell.
20.
You still get the choice, Maxine, as this feeling oozes way over your brain, over your mind, for your thoughts, something calling you. It's asking you to give in to the insanity. As a doorway opens, and you feel your humanity inside of it. And you know now that humanity is a prison. But you don't know freedom would be any better.
Okay, so summarize my choices for me here, because, yeah, this is a lot.
Go for power with an unknowable, horrible entity. Or go back to humanity with all the knowledge that you now have that everything is fucked.
It's in the spirit of Maxine as a character that I make this decision. And to explain it so people don't think that I'm just being weird. Maxine entered the world of conspiracy theorying and everything else because she had a very, very hard and horrible old time. She's in and out of mental health institutions. And she sort of clung on to conspiracy theories and that world because it simplified the world, like all conspiracy theories do. It made the world simple, good versus evil, the darkness behind the curtain and the light of heroes. So it's entirely in her character to continue down that road and pick returning to the real world.
Can you do that? Devlin's...
The illusion.
The illusion, sorry, yes. Our real world. That is not an illusion.
Devlin brings the illusion down on your eyes, and you wake. You're in another mental institution. You have a straitjacket on, your hair is cut short. You can hear yourself...
I thought they stopped doing this in the 80s!
You can hear yourself babbling about how many viewers you had. You don't have control over yourself yet. You just, how many viewers you had, the wonderful beings you had, you just, the best stream you ever managed. They just have to let you out so that you can monetize it now because you're going to get much better the sponsors than Zboner, whatever the fuck it was. I can't remember. and you know everything that you found out while you were gone. What's the last thing that we see from Maxine as she's in this extremely old-fashioned mental hospital with Honor, and she sees behind all of these people walking about what's really behind them. She sees the truth.
I think the last thing you will see of Maxine is her banging against the wall saying, "Just get me my phone! I just want my phone! I need to update my followers!
You see,
They need to know the truth!"
Viewers, you see in your mind, text to 7,777. Devlin, you have more power than you ever imagined possible. You have revenge on the one one of the people responsible for taking your family, for experimenting on you. What's the last thing we see of Devlin?
Sitting in the office chair that was previously occupied, or which is, I'm now assuming, some sort of throne. As he's watching Maxine ask for her phone on a little display. And in the background of that display, you hear, "Paging Dr. Yegg. Paging Dr. Yegg."
And we see Devlin's face appear at the little window, looking in. Maxine Bacon checking the chart. The camera pans out. And outside it's raining. This mental hospital looks like something from the 1800s, maybe. We see the modern city in the background. And we hear one giant beat of wings as the camera goes to darkness. And that's our little story for this evening. I hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Michelle does not look like she had fun at all.
She's confused.
I don't even know what entirely happened.
That means I didn't do my job properly. You're making me feel but not wrong. I will explain it.
You
I'm Marc,
had a
I'm your
mental
storyteller.
breakdown.
You had a mental breakdown. Maybe none of it was real. Maybe Devlin Yegg was just your doctor.
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it was real. Maybe you do see the reality behind everything else. Maybe I should get better at making notes before I do these things. I'm Marc. I've been your storyteller for this evening. We were playing Kult Divinity Lost. This was a wee one-shot. We'll be back in 2 weeks with Masks of Nyarlathotep. Tomorrow we have Fallout, run by the wonderful Michelle. Tuesday we have Rivers of London, run by the wonderful Marc. Still waiting on Tim to come back with a game before I cry.
That is starting next Saturday.
So we will say goodbye and we will start with Tim this time.
All right. Well, next week, this time will be Dragonbane starting. So, hi, I'm Tim. I had an enjoyable time tonight. I didn't die horribly, at least this time, which is a first for a while. So, Michelle / Maxine went insane, or was, now not
more sane,
imprisoned. But I had a lot of fun, and I look forward to another game of Kult.
I cannot wait. We have the plan to run Otter Poets, the Atrocity exhibition in the new year. That is what we're hoping for.
All right.
And Michelle, do you have something to say this time, or are you just going to just stare into with your jacket on? That's what made me think of the straitjacket, by the way. If you didn't have your jacket on, there wouldn't have been a straitjacket. It's your own fault.
It's cold and gas is expensive.
Fair.
Because of Russia or something. Politics,
gas, something.
But yeah, so if you like that, you should watch Fallout. But to give you a heads
It's
up,
exactly the same.
if you're into cult and dark stories, like horror, one of the characters in the Fallout game is called Mr. Bigglesworth. And he likes to give quizzes.
Ooh, I like that.
So that's kind of the vibe of Fallout. It's different.
He's a dead man walking, isn't he, right now?
Well, maybe that's up to you.
Ah, well, yes.
He did put a hit out on you. He did hire Carl to kill you. No, not to kill you, to find you. So yeah, but yeah, it's a different vibe. There was a character who, for an entire session, the joke was that he kept bitten on his bum by dogs. So it's a very different game. So yeah, watch that.
Yeah. We have a podcast, so a mini-series podcast of the Lorraine estate from Cult Divinity Lost. We have another one coming up soon with, what do you call it? Hell is Other People. That'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. And yeah, so join the Discord, follow on YouTube, here, whatever. If you've got a Prime sub or something, give it to us, because it's Bezos' money and you can just, make us very happy and help us out. Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching here on VOD, whatever, we very much appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.